Well, I think that, like you said, we're taking the new rules will take 6 this year instead of just 5. But we have 3 boys that know the golf course well, and then we have 3 of the freshmen going that don't know the golf course very well. So, and Chris had a good idea yesterday. The biggest thing, we need to make a plan so that the kids that don't know the golf course can kind of set a workable plan to get us through the tournament, because it's going to be difficult. Looks like the weather is going to be good for a change. We're going to have 3 nice days of weather after that front goes through. So we're looking forward to it. We've proven that we can play well. I think sometimes my expectations are not fair for the boys, because it's just, it's a little difficult to play at this level when you got freshmen in the starting lineup and they don't really know how to react to what we're doing and how we're traveling. But I think from a conference standpoint, with the 3 boys with the experience, is going to help 2 seniors and a junior that can tell them what's going on. It's going to make a big difference. The biggest thing is what we have a tendency of doing is getting in our own way. And I think the thing there that we've learned over the years, and we've had some good rounds there, is try to eliminate that one hole that hurts us the most. They'll play 15 really good holes and make a bogey, and then we always have one hole that kind of creeps up on us, and I think we all know which hole that is, and we got to figure a way to play it. We've struggled with one of the par 5s there, and it's just one of those things where we've got to come up with a plan on how to play that hole and get through that hole, and we're okay. I think the biggest thing that has hurt us this year is not that the freshmen haven't played well, it's the constant learning curve that the freshmen go through, and none of those boys that have played this year had ever experienced having to play 36 holes on Monday and then turn around and go play, another 18 the very next morning very early. And I think they've admitted that it's attrition. I mean, they're tired, their feet hurt, they're not used to it, and now they know what to expect. Beautifully here is we only play 18 holes a day, so I know they're all looking forward to that, only 18 holes a day. I think if you look at how we played as well as anybody at times. We beat University of North Alabama in one round in certain places. We have times where we all seem to gel and we play good. So I really don't know that we're going to go there and try to, quote unquote, beat anybody. We need to take care of our own business. We can't control what they're doing. And I think like I said, we shoot ourselves in the foot. Nobody really beats us. We beat ourselves. And there's not a kid on my team that can't play. That's not the issue. Baylor and Chris and Tate can play. The freshmen can play. It's just one of those things where we need to all play well on the same day. Because I think in the last probably 3 weeks, both of them have said, "God, Coach, I can't believe it. This is it. This is almost over." And we had that conversation where the 4 years goes really fast, and they all realize this is it. Unless we play well, unless one of them wins or we win, I don't think we'll be going any further after this. But they have the ability to do it, and I think they have the ability to do it. So I'm looking forward to it. It's just, again, I'm going to say it again, it's going to be nice to play 3 rounds. Just about the time we get going, we're done, So let's see if we can't do it for all 3 rounds this year.
It really is. Coach told me when I got here that it would be a really quick 4 years, and it sure has. I honestly can't believe that I graduate here in less than a month. Having the experience is vital. This course is not an easy one to learn. I've had my shortcomings here, but this course really hasn't seen this version of my golf game, so I'm really excited to get back. And I know last year I finished round 3 even par, which was a big step for me. And coming into this year's tournament, I know that I can give myself a pretty good chance because I've known the course now for 3 or 4 years. I think that I just have a much better mentality this semester going into everything. I did get a win under my belt down in Houston, and I think there was kind of a game changer because now I was finally able to tell myself that I can do this, I can play this game with all these guys, and with all the great teams that are in our conference right now, there's going to be a lot of good players there, and I think that I'm going to put myself in a pretty good position against all those guys. I just think that patience is key here. You just got to know where to put the ball, and if you don't put it there, don't put yourself down or anything along those lines, but just get get back to it and don't let a high number affect your round. I think a couple rounds under par or around par is always gonna be a good mark. I know that there's a lot of guys here ranked inside of the top 100, and there's a couple teams here that are ranked inside of the top 50. So, like I said beforehand, there's definitely some really good competition here, probably the best we've seen all season. So I'm excited to go up against these guys.
Yeah, well, it's nice to go to a course that we've played multiple times before. Like usually we're just going you get one day to learn the course, but I was lucky enough to play my first 2 years at conference at the same course, so I'm just looking forward to using my knowledge that I've gained over the last couple of years on that course, just to think my way around, play strategic, and play well. I think we just gotta do what we do, what Coach has been preaching to us all year, which is just stay in the moment, put one foot in front of the other, and just think our way around the golf course. I know some of us kind of get in our own way, start thinking about I'm playing pretty well, like I can just get this pretty deep, but I think you just gotta stay in the moment. Yeah, well, these freshmen they're pretty mature for their age, so I remember being a freshman going to my first conference tournament too, so I think that you just gotta stick with them during the practice round, just give them any knowledge you can about the course, and then from there, just they know how to play, so they'll be all right. I think my game's getting better than it has been the rest of the spring, so hopefully I'm peaking at the right time this spring, and just trying to get my putting and short game in order. I've always been a pretty good ball striker, so once I get that coming around, I'll be all right. So key to success is you really just you can't think ahead, you can't think behind. You gotta stay in the moment, and you got to think about the shot that is at hand at the time.